Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, core exercise progression for herniated disc recovery. Now, I make a lot of good content for those folks that are suffering with low back pain problems, sciatica nerve pain, herniated discs, bulging discs, lumbar stenosis, lumbar arthritis. If that is you, then hit the subscribe button. You get notified when I upload some great content onto YouTube to get you back on the road to pain-free living. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. All right, folks, so today, I want to show you more advanced exercises for your core for those suffering from a lumbar herniated disc. Now, why is it important to increase the load, change the exercises when you're recovering or doing any exercise actually, okay? Because one of the things I see a lot is people, they've been doing whatever rehab that was given to them by their physio, and they've been doing it for 6 months. Same exercises, same repetitions, and they're wondering why they're not getting any better, okay? Right. Thing with when you train your tissue, muscles, tendons, etc., you have to apply a load, okay? And that load has to be intense enough to create an adaptation within the muscle cells themselves to become stronger. They can tolerate that load. You're basically building up tissue tolerance to the activity you do. The more tolerance it can take, okay, the stronger it becomes. The more stable your body becomes, the more rigid your body becomes, the more you can tolerate the daily stresses of life, right? Which of course has the knock-on effect of you don't get as much stress placed on your spine, all right? So we want to, adapt and change movements, change exercises as we progress to ensure that we're still on our healing journey and that we are going to get stronger and finally recover from our herniated disc issues, pain, sciatica nerve pain, back pain, etc. So today, I'm going to go over 5 more advanced progressions, okay, for core work. When I say core, I don't just mean your abdominals, I mean, remember the glutes, the back as well, okay, that whole kind of big corset, if you will, that surrounds our lumbar spine, all right? So, first thing I'm going to begin with, now, if you're a complete beginner, my video last week was on pure beginner exercises, core work for those coming back from a herniated disc who've just been diagnosed, okay? Today is slightly more progression, okay? Slightly harder exercises. So we are going to start with the bird dog. Now, the bird dog is one of the exercises which is routinely butchered. When I say butchered, I mean done not correctly, done at too high, fast a pace. So I'm going to show you how I teach it, how I do it, okay? The bird dog for me is quite an advanced exercise, I believe. I usually start people off just with legs only or arms only, because I think it is quite a difficult exercise if somebody is coming back from a very painful injury, such as a lumbar herniated disc. So, for this, you want to be hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. You want the knees and arms round about hip width, shoulder width apart, okay? And spine in neutral position, so not rounded, not hyperextended, neutral position. And it's the arm and opposite leg lift, okay? So first thing, I want to push my chest away from the ground, so I'm not squashed in like this. I actually want to push my chest away from the ground. I'm going to lift my right arm, push my left leg back. Okay, so I'll be looking at the camera, you'd be looking down. And I go basically back here, arm comes up. Now, you'll notice that my hand and my ankle, my hand is higher than my ankle. Okay, that's what we want. We don't want to shoot the leg up here. We don't want to shoot the arm up here. Okay, it's in line with you can draw a line from my hand, through my shoulder, through my hips, into that back leg, okay? So, here we go. We want to go up, hold, and come back. Brush the floor, stretch, and come back. Controlled movement, hold at the top, come back. And I would aim for 4 to 6 on one side to start, but you can work up 6, 8, 10. Take a few seconds, the weight off your arms, shake them out, rock back, and then we change the other side. So it's right leg, left arm, okay? Hold, and come back. Hold, come back. See my pace? Very controlled movement. You're not letting the hips rock from side to side, get all wobbly, all right? Nice control. And this is really nice because it basically gets working your glutes, lower back, abdominals as well. Okay, as well as your shoulder for that kind of cross pattern across the back to stabilize top right side, bottom left side. Now, I would aim for 4 to 6 repetitions, pause at the top, take 60 seconds, and do another set. Now moving on from this, I would assume by this point you could at least do a plank for at least a minute, classic plank. So I'm going to make the plank a little bit harder by using an opposite leg and arm maneuver. So classic plank, we're down here like so, okay, holding, again my spine is neutral, not hyperextended, not overflexed, okay, neutral. Now we can make that harder by lifting up one arm and one leg. Okay, so let me show you. So go down into this position, get stable, and then lift one arm and one leg, and just hold. Now I'm going to hold for roughly 5-6 seconds, place it down, and I'm going to change sides, hold again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, stabilize. And I would do 2 mini sets, 2 mini holds within the one set. Hold, brace, stabilize, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. So you could do 2 5 seconds, 2 10 seconds. Depends how strong and able you are at that stage, okay? But it's nice because it gets that kind of cross body anti-rotation, stabilizing work into that sort of glute, hips, abdominal, lower back region. So I find it's a nice advanced exercise to take you to the next level, okay? Make sure you use a mat or a towel because it is quite tough on your elbows if you're doing it on a hard surface, okay? Now, moving on from there, we're going to work more on the glutes and the hamstrings region. So you're going to go back onto your back here. Now, classically, you'll often get some sort of hip extension work, one leg, 2 legs, etc. To get the glutes and hamstrings firing, help it to stabilize your hips, okay? I like to advance this by doing a one leg extended version. So we're going to be here like this. Bring my heels towards my bottom. Hands are here for support on the outside. Now, I'm going to squeeze, I'm going to lift my glute, my hip region, squeeze my glutes. Now, holding my glutes tight, my hips level, I'm going to extend one leg, bring it back, squeeze the glutes, extend the other leg, bring it back, come down for a release, squeeze, lift up, hold, extend one leg, bring it back, extend the other leg, bring it back, and come down. So, when we do that, I'll show you again in a second. 2 legs go up, squeeze the glutes. When I lift that one leg off, I'm trying to counter my hips dropping. So I'm going to really fire the glutes really hard, stabilize the hips. Super important for daily activities, walking up and down steps, etc., to help stabilize the hip region, the pelvic region, to avoid unnecessary stress on your lower back. So let me just angle it this way a little bit so you can see a bit better. So I'm here, again, feet are a bit hip width apart. I'm going to lift up, okay, squeeze and hold. My glutes are fired on here. I'm going to extend. Now, when I extend that one leg, both thighs are in the same angle, okay? Point the toe if you wish, toe back, doesn't really matter. Hold for a second, bring it down carefully, place. As I place the foot down, keep the glutes squeezed really tight, brace tight, extend the other leg, hold for a second, and come down. When you come down between each repetition, take the stress off for a second, relax all the muscles, 1 second off, and then squeeze glutes again, lift, extend, in line, both quads in line, place back. Squeeze, hold, extend, bring it back, down, okay? That is quite a hard exercise, so I would start probably with 8 repetitions on both sides, so it's going to be 16 in total, okay, if you can. Work your way up probably to 20 in total, and you can hold for a bit longer at the top with the leg extended. Just make sure those hips stay level, okay? Quite an advanced exercise for the glutes, hamstrings, lower back region. Now, we're going to move on from this one to another quite a classic prescribed exercise. That is the dead bug. Now, I start people off in the beginning with heel taps, which is just the heels tapping towards the ground. Classic dead bug though, we bring in the arms as well. So, on our back, arms are straight above our shoulders, one knee, second knee. Okay, I have a right angle at my knee here, toes back towards my knees, arms above. Now, it's going to be opposite leg, opposite arm, moving. So my right heel goes towards the ground with control, as does my left arm towards the ground, okay? With control, slowly, I'm really trying to brace my abdominals and hold my lower back onto the floor. It's going to want to pop, it's going to want to arch, okay? But I'm going to brace my abs and hold there. So, right leg goes, left arm, touch the ground almost, and come back. Now it's the opposite side. And come back. With control. See the pace I'm going at here? Very controlled. And I'm just stopping short of the ground there. Here. Can feel my abs get tight, pull, the lower back's pulling, and bring it back. Control, bring it back. Now, I would probably aim for 10 to 20 in total. 10 being the lower end, okay? 20 being the higher end. Again, don't hold your breath when you do this exercise. You should be able to breathe normally, as I'm doing now, talking, whilst holding those abs tight and holding that lower back onto the floor. Okay, great. That's going to really work that abdominal region very hard. Also, top of your legs, you're going to feel a little bit in the top of your thighs as well. Now, of course, with stabilizing the spine, we need to work on all different areas, all different angles. And the next one is going to be a simple side plank. Now, for beginners, I tend to start them off either on their knees or against the wall, standing. We're going to assume you've passed beginner stage. This is the more advanced stage for the side plank. Okay, so let's make sure I'm in the shot here. So, top leg on top of bottom leg. I've got my knees slightly bent. Now that is for leverage here. Elbow underneath shoulder. And I'm going to actually angle, if you can see my bottom foot there. I'm not going to lie on my ankle. I'm going to angle it out. Because that's going to give me, there's not much grip on this floor, but grip to push into the floor. My knees are bent right now because that way I can actually go up and extend and hold. Now, I'm not completely parallel, I actually want to lift higher. So I'm a little bit sort of angled up, and that's going to engage what's called the quadratus lumborum muscle in my side, and you're going to hold with control. Now remember, I would aim for probably 15 to 20 seconds to start with, working up to a minute over a period of time. When you come out of this exercise, hand down, gently bend the knees, and bring the hips down. Don't just drop, boom, out of there, because you may hurt yourself, okay? Both sides, of course, as well. And I swing around. So again, bottom knee bent. I'm angled on the outside of my foot there. Elbows underneath shoulder. Push up into this position and then drive my hips up a little bit. So I engage, I'll feel this muscle contracting in my lower back. That's our QL. It's one of the big spinal stabilizers. Again, 15-20 seconds. Take your time with it. Hand down for support. Knees bent. Hips down. You always want to come out of these exercises slowly and with control. Okay? So again, start 15-20 seconds. 2 sets. Take a good minute between sets just to make sure you're fully recovered. And those are 5 more advanced progressions for you to keep getting stronger, improving your core strength, and help stabilize that spine, which all ends up in having less pain, less stress put on that lower back region, okay? Hey guys, listen, if you have any comments, questions about this video, please hit me up in the comment section down below. There's 2 videos going to pop in just a second. They're going to be an upper body workout and a lower body workout. Some of this to think about to incorporate into your rehab as well. They're going to pop up in just a second. If you're needing some help yourselves out there with your low back pain problems, hit me up for a free advice call. Jump on there and I will discuss with you the best way forward for your affliction. All right, guys, listen, like, share, subscribe. Have a great day and I'll see you next time.